my name is Steve Johnston and I am excited to be with you today to tell you about this phenomenal company, eXp Realty, the fastest growing real estate company in history. And as you're going to learn today, the reason that they're growing so fast is that the model that they use and compensate you, the agent, with gives you an exit plan. What does that mean? Well, in simple terms, it means that it gives you a way, by doing what you're already doing as an agent, to build up a significant dollar-based asset in the form of shares in eXp, which is a listed company on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange, and by giving you the chance to build up a significant passive income through their revenue sharing model, which I will explain to you later today. And then the third thing that eXp's unique model does is it gives you, the agent, the freedom of running your own business, but without the many encumbrances of owning and running a real estate company in South Africa. So without having to rent and own office space, without having to be an NQF level 5 principal, or register a company, or have a trust account and have all the audits every year, or to register for VAT and do all the VAT returns. Or when you're building a team, you're not going to have to take legal responsibility for the agents, or organize training for the agents, or software systems, or CRM packages. All of that stuff gets taken care of by eXp. So you have all the benefits of running your own business, but without all the hassles and expense that come with it. So eXp really does offer an incredible combination of benefits, and I am excited to tell you about it today. So as I have learned, they are, as I said, a US-based real estate company. They are the fastest growing real estate company in history. They have smashed every record set by their predecessors on growth. Initially Remax and then Keller Williams after them became this global phenomenon. Well, eXp have come on the scene and smashed all of their records, particularly over the last 6 or 7 years. They have had unprecedented growth. 7 years ago, they had 500 agents. That number is now over 50,000 agents, and listen to this, they have 1,000 agents joining them globally every week. So it's like eXp have hit this tipping point and they are taking over the world of real estate. They are now expanding globally. In the last year alone, they have opened in 9 different countries, and South Africa is one of those. So it is brand new, early days, a ground floor opportunity in this country, which is exciting. Now, the reason they're growing so fast is that they own a piece of technology that makes them far more profitable than any other real estate business, which in turn allows them to compensate you, the agent, in a far more lucrative way. And I'm going to explain their model to you today to see how that works. And as you're going to see, this is a completely market disruptive business model. This is not just another real estate company under a different banner. This is a complete market disruption. It's a bit like what Uber did to the taxi industry. They don't own any vehicles, and yet they're now the biggest taxi business in the world. Same thing with Netflix. They don't own one DVD, and yet they've taken out every single DVD store, including the DVD store you used to go down and get your DVDs from. Airbnb is another example. They don't own one property, and yet they are worth more than Hilton hotels. This is what eXp have done in the real estate sector. They have completely changed the paradigm of real estate, and you're going to see how that works today. So eXp was founded in 2009 by a tech genius named Glenn Sanford. Glenn Sanford had built a $60 million real estate business himself, working as an agent. I think he was with Keller Williams at the time, but he was building his business by connecting with his clients exclusively online. Now, remember, this is 2009. This is 1 year after the first iPhone launched. So as far as technology timeline is concerned, that's an age ago. You know, in 2009, there was no such thing as Zoom or Google Meetings or webinars or anything like that. But Glenn Sanford believed that the traditional brick and mortar model of real estate was unnecessary. He believed, quite ahead of his time, that a multi-office, even national, and as it turns out, international real estate company could have all of its offices and its administrative staff in the cloud. And he believed that the massive cost saving that would represent to the company should be passed back to the agents themselves. He believed that a real estate company should be owned by the agents. They should be the shareholders in the company, and they should be compensated not just for the commissions that they get on their own transactions, but also for helping build the company based on their level of contribution. So fast forward the clock till today, eXp now has over 600 full-time employees who all work, now this is going to be a bit mind-blowing for you, in an avatar world with offices and training facilities in this avatar world, boardrooms, informal meeting areas, coffee areas. You can even go to the beach or play a game of soccer with other eXp agents from around the world in eXp's avatar world. It is incredible. And this is the great market disruptor. It may seem a bit like a video game to you, but just think about this. eXp as a company has now got over 50,000 agents, 600 full-time employees. They operate in 13 different countries and counting. They have a market cap of $7 billion US, having listed on the Nasdaq Stock Exchange a few years ago, and they don't own one office. Do you know how profitable that makes them as a company when compared to the traditional brick and mortar model of real estate that international companies like Remax and Keller Williams, or companies in South Africa like Pan Golding or C4 Chas Everett or whatever? I'm not picking on those companies, but this is a completely market disruptive model. They are far more profitable, and why that is important is because their profitability enables them to compensate you as an agent far better, because there's so much more money going around.